This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 9.
Rodgers now to throw. He'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike 52, Mike 50, get 300.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Packer. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a gain of 8.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Flush to his right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Thrown away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Ball carrier.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
3 and out. 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taylor now returning it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Inside. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Rodgers got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wentz. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Wentz's pass intercepted.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
at their own 49-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he rifles one incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Philadelphia.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Shotgun snap and then to give to Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the safety creep.
Now Wentz. Now they'll set up the screen to Huntley. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
22 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Hey,
Shotgun now for Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. The Steve is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where it would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Rodgers now on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. On play action, it's Rodgers. Now he's forced out right. He'll try and run it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle by Avante Maddox.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. On play action, Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, well,
and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not good.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, it's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First down, Eagles.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz gonna throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were.
On Wentz's intercept and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Aaron Rodgers, the 8-time Pro Bowler with an 8-point second-half lead and looking to add to it. Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
On the tackle.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Darren Lee on the tackle.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First and 10.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Pick it up. Slam, slam. Inside. Shit.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our 46 down, man. 5-4. Check that. We're on Mike 52.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
13 yards, first down, Packers. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Down right around the 25.
Jones on the carry. Darren Lee on the tackle.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
358. Get 300. Get 300. Watch the slack. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Check.
Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Wentz now to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Wentz's pass intercepted.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
At their own 41-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll go again to Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Rodgers going to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
.39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for the Eagles. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Wentz to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
26. 52. Set the tone, defense. Set the connection.
Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Robbie Anderson.
Rodgers pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's a gain.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Adams has it. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Watch 52. 52's
Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And this one too low.
Walker, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Partner, that would look like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Second and 12, operating from the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 41 yards. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.